The future of football on the table in today's episode. If you were to start an NFL franchise, whose roster would you pick and how high do the Broncos rank? Plus, all the latest mocks, risers, madness in college football, so much more starting now. DNVR Draft Pod. We're doing it, baby. That's right. Coming to you live from downtown Denver on the corner of Colfax and York, right above the DNVR bar from the Toyota Lounge. We are driven by your local Toyota stores. DNVR, an official sponsor of Toyota. Toyota, let's build through the trenches. No, let's go places, they say. Let's go places.
Draft responsibly.
That's exactly right. Stash the picks, they say. I am joined by two absolute kings, my boys. I missed you so much over Thanksgiving week.
I missed this show. I missed you too.
I know.
First off.
I know. Well, I mean,
show.
it's missing you. It's missing this show. It's all, it's all kind of tied together. I get it. I'm joined by the man, the myth, the legend, the voice of DNVR Buffs, the Schwan man himself, Jake Schwanitz.
What's up?
Jakester, how are you doing?
I'm doing great.
Yeah?
It's very cold outside.
It's chilly.
There are death traps everywhere out there.
Facts. Facts.
Got to be on your P's and Q's. Why don't we plow? Why don't we salt roads anymore? What's going on?
Too many people in Toyotas with great four-wheel and all-wheel drive options. They don't even need it.
Well, maybe the city of Denver should invest in Toyota and get some Toyotas to put out on the road.
I
for our
agree.
safety.
I agree. My best snow car is in my garage with a spare tire on it and the battery being charged all day, every day, because the battery has an issue and it won't start. And yeah, it's the tire got... So yeah, I was down bad driving in, had a little more shaky than I'd like, but
Same.
hey, that's okay. We won't be shaky here on this show. And of course, the legend, Deion Smith on the ones and twos, a true ball knower. We have been prophetic on this show. We talk about a riser, and then they truly establish themselves as draft risers. Then the national draft analysts start to break them down. Can't wait to get into a BYU running back that's happened for. So yeah, let's dive right in. First topic we want to hit is, as you might know from the headline, if you were to start an NFL franchise, what roster would you take? And honestly, I think roster, coaching staff, front office should all be taken into account.
Okay. So we're sticking with the current coaches on these rosters.
I think that's a big bonus, right? Like, honestly, we always say quarterback and coach. Those are the pillars you must start from.
Yeah.
Broncos turning it around with Bo Nix and Sean Payton, I think, is a great illustration of that. So I do think coach factors in. But we can have that combo of just roster, yes, no roster. What do you say? I would start from 1 to 5.
Okay.
And I think the 1 remains still a clear choice, even though they've had their moments, their struggles this season. I do think it's still the Philadelphia Eagles.
I mean, they were the first team I thought of after the Broncos, too.
Yeah.
I mean, a few more came to mind that we'll talk about. But you talk about trenches, both sides of the ball, playmakers, speed at the second level on defense, and then really good young corners and secondary pieces. Yeah.
100%. The quarterback contract isn't crazy. Best GM in the league. Still have your first rounder. All that kind of stuff that factors in. After that is where we have the fun conversations.
Okay.
I think I've got 9-ish contenders.
All right.
Rookie QB contracts make a huge difference here.
Of course, of course.
So, I mean, look no further than the top of the AFC standings, because I do think Pats and Broncos are immediately in this conversation. And that's how much I love Drake May, because I think overall the Broncos roster much higher. Shout out to our guy who calls out me burping and just flying right through it on these shows. Broncos also have most of their core locked down long term, have a lot of cap coming their way, still have all their picks.
Yeah.
So Broncos are really appealing in this.
They have to be.
Pats have Drake May.
Yeah.
And have turned the defense around nicely. Christian
And the coach
Gonzalez,
is
these guys. And you love the coach.
Yeah.
And I think still a lot of cap room to work with.
I think so.
After that,
Okay.
Texans. And, CJ Stroud,
You
first
gotta
off,
pay him
yep,
soon.
you got to pay him, and that's going to be a tough decision.
Yeah.
I do love that defense.
I mean they're one of the best in the league.
Stingley, Will Anderson, better skill positions, especially the wide receivers, than Denver, probably than the Pats too, though Trey Henderson sure is coming around. The O-line woes do concern me.
Yeah.
And the Stroud question looms large.
But you have, as you mentioned, really good young pieces on defense. You have a really good young receiving core.
Yeah.
You need help at running back too, though.
Yeah. Though, I mean, again,
It's got its,
if I'm taking over, I feel like
for sure.
figuring out running back, I'll get that done. The O-line's way more concerning to me.
Yeah.
How do the teams with the stud QBs, the established QBs, the Bills, the Chiefs, where do they rank? And then you've got, Jaden Daniels, Caleb Williams. How much of a believer are you in them? The Packers don't have their first round picks, but they do have a really nice young defense and a really nice young offense. Seahawks have come around. Those are kind of the 9 teams I'm looking at. Shout out JJ McCarthy. Shout out 9, who did not factor into this for me.
Oh, man.
I know. How quickly things change this is an illustration of that,
You're going to get me on it. Can we let young quarterbacks be young quarterbacks, though, too?
Absolutely.
Like the guy, it's crazy to me how the guy only got 5 starts in before he's just like the biggest meme of the NFL. It's crazy to me how that's just how we.
Yeah, no, totally.
It's how we operate now. It makes zero
for
sense.
sure.
It happened to Caleb. It happened to Bo. I mean, it's just like, who's next?
Yeah.
Fernando Mendoza, come on down. Get ready to take your flogging.
Sadly, we love to hate on young, successful people and hate on them because of the expectations we put on them.
Mm-hmm.
We're the ones. I was pretty high on JJ.
Yeah.
I had my questions, but I was pretty high on him. Yeah, it's fair. It's fair.
It's just it drives me crazy seeing it Will Levis.
I'm with you.
God bless the guy. Have no allegiances to him
not Will
whatsoever.
Levis.
No allegiances whatsoever. But how they treated him last year, I was like, bro, this poor guy. He doesn't even get a chance to learn out on the field.
Yeah, no, it's brutal. I mean, it's kind of becoming a theme of this here podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're big believers in patience, development, the right fit and situation. Such a responsible we love being, kind of being first to some takes and telling you, but we also believe in patience. We don't just turn on our guys.
Yes.
It's just credit to us.
Look, if I can give Bo Nix grace, anyone can give anyone grace, but we don't talk about this stuff.
Dion's got to fill out this graphic. So in the 2 spot, who would you put? I think for me, it's the Pats. So Philly 1, Patriots 2, which again, maybe I'm crazy, but God, Drake May looks amazing.
Yeah.
Also, I love the Drake May nickname.
Yeah.
Drake May in quotations, May. Have you seen that?
No.
Oh,
the only
yeah,
nickname
that's the
I know
nickname.
is from Bill Simmons and Cousin Sal, and they call him Drake Maybe depending on how he plays.
That's great. That's young quarterbacks for you. Yeah, and I'm a Vrabel believer. And shout out Christian Gonzalez.
Yeah.
And then I think the Broncos might be right behind.
Absolutely. They have to be a top 5 team. Where are the Lions in this?
Where are the Lions? I think they're kind of the next tier. Because your ceiling is limited with Goff.
You have the best young running back in the league, probably. You have one of the most consistent, best young wide receivers in the league.
Yeah.
He's hurt right now. You got a monster at tight end. Pretty good offensive line. Defense definitely needs some help, but I feel like there's a lot there I can work with.
There's a lot there you can work. I mean, am I crazy? But I consider the Cowboys over the Lions. What the Cowboys have done with that young offensive line is amazing. And dare I say, I maybe believe in Dak more than Goff. Now,
for sure,
Dak has a worse contract, so maybe it levels out. I love what I've seen from Pickens and Lamb.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm the owner. It's not Jerry.
Yeah, I mean, I really like what they did. Actually, I thought Jerry kind of cooked with the trades recently.
Yeah,
the defensive line's better than it was before.
Quinnen Williams,
yeah,
beast.
Yeah. So okay.
So put me down for Philly, New England, Denver as my 1, 2, 3 deal.
Okay.
Then I think Houston's my 4.
Yeah, can't argue with that. I'd probably go Denver,
2,
Houston,
3.
Just because of that defense, I think that, and the quarterback thing. That's
defense is awesome.
I mean, you have to fix an offensive line, but you have a quarterback and you have to pay him. It's a great problem to have.
Also, Stroud, just like you said with the JJ, maybe let's not turn on CJ so quickly,
Yeah, it's been in the league 3 years. He's going to play football a long time.
Let's get him an offensive line. Let's figure this out.
Philly's definitely got to be up there.
Yeah, Philly's 1-1, I think.
So who's your top 3, Jake, in order? Denver. Did I say Texans?
Texans, and Philly, it sounds like.
I like New England.
Bigsby, indeed.
And then let's go with...
Am I crazy for taking New England over Buffalo and the Chiefs?
No, the Chiefs are not a good football team.
Even the Bears?
Chiefs aren't a good football team this year.
No, I agree. But you still get to start from a defense that has some pieces. Mahomes still in his prime and Andy Reid.
Yeah. And I'd probably take the Vikings, honestly. I mean, I know you got the JJ situation, but I mean, you have so many pieces, especially offensively, those 2 receivers. I mean,
for my 5 spot, I might go to another team in the North, and it's the Packers. You get all these young guys back. You got Tucker Kraft back and healthy. Jordan Love showed me a lot. So you can put Texans at 4 for me, Green Bay at 5, Dion. It's a fun exercise.
It is, and there's a lot of options, clearly.
I ended up ranking the entire league.
I know. I've been peeking at it. That's amazing.
I ended up doing a tier maker. Maybe I'll put it out for some hate engagement later.
Seahawks is a nice pick, too.
That defense, man.
So why are the Chiefs so high? Mahomes?
It's a nice starting point.
Yeah.
And the defense, again, the defense has some pieces. Yeah. Chris Jones is an all-time guy. Karlaftis, decent edge to start from. Got some pieces at corner and then in the secondary. Josh Simmons on the O-line. You can develop that O-line. You can figure some things out.
Rams?
I know, but Matt Stafford on his last legs. As Jake thinks of his last 2 spots, we'll take a quick break and we'll see you on the other side. But first, Shady Rays. Shady Rays for a long time. True homies of the podcast. You can use that code DNVR. I've been messing with Shady Rays for years and years and years. Great gift for the Christmas season because they are great sunglasses, right? I used to get cheapos from a gas station and then those break and I think they're hurting your eyes more than they're helping. And then once my best friend who's a lawyer got me nice designer ones, fell and broke. And now it's well, great. That was a total waste of money. Shady Rays, perfect because they're like those designer sunglasses. So many awesome styles, different pairs. but the prices are so unbelievable. You can get their great deals going on right now. And they've got polarized lenses, so they actually help. I mean, in Denver, even now, it's barely, it's in the 20s, but you got to wear shades or your eyes are getting blasted, especially with the snow out. So check out Shady Rays. They make for the perfect gift this Christmas season. We've teamed up with Shady Rays to bring you an exclusive offer. Head to shadyrays.com, use our code DNVR, 35% off polarized sunglasses. Try for yourself the shades rated 5 stars by over 300,000 people. And also a shout out to our friends at Raising Cane's. Raising Cane's true draft pod homies from day one. You love it. They sponsor the live show. They sponsor all sorts of other stuff. And right now, this holiday season, Raising Cane's is unwrapping a holiday classic with a Christmas story. Now through December 31st, Cane's has a Christmas story themed gift card inspired by the iconic holiday movie, available online or in restaurant. Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love. You know they've got all the fixins, the chicken fingers, the crispy crinkle cut fries, the buttery Texas toast, and don't forget the cane sauce. The cane sauce is a go. Head over to your nearest Cane's, order it if you want to, and you gotta tell them DNVR sent you. That's kind of the deal. Tell them thank you for supporting the draft pod. They'll be like, what? There you go. If you go to Raising Cane's and you tell them thank you for supporting the draft pod and they look at you confused, please just take a photo of them and tweet it at us. We'll send you a free shirt or something. I don't know.
Even better, record this interaction and we'll open the next pod with it.
Exactly right. That'd be amazing. Lots of friends in the Toyota chat. We are coming to you from the Toyota Lounge, of course. Broncos Tube saying Rams.
That's why I brought him
10x questions. Look, it's not bad to start from McVay. Young defense.
Yeah.
He's always going to figure out the offense. But yeah, the Stafford thing is a big question.
Totally. I still need to pick 2.
Yeah.
I like Dallas a lot. And I'll probably go Seattle.
Love it. Give the NFC some love. Yeah, I realized I was very AFC centric, which is kind of what I do. I'm locked in on my conference.
For sure. If Jacksonville had a different quarterback, I'd probably put them way higher too.
You don't preach patience with T-Law.
He's entering year 5. He's got to be signed, or he already has signed.
Yeah.
See, okay, sure. If you're on a big contract, I think that
the expectations change.
Yeah, of course. So, why don't we talk about Jalen Hurts like this? He puts up stinkers all the time.
He does. Nice contract, though.
Exactly.
Jacksonville, Travis. Josh Allen Hines now.
Yeah.
Boy, he's
animal.
Balling out. Thought of him when Mark Stoops got let go from Kentucky.
Shout out Mark Stoops.
Thought of our guy Kentucky UDFA.
Yeah.
Mark Stoops, kind of a beast. They also made a nice little hire.
Will Stein?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Also, Brian Hartline to USF?
Yeah, crazy, huh?
I thought he was going to go to Penn State at this point.
He probably could have if he wanted to.
What a steal for the Bulls.
Yeah. They have a great roster, or not great, really good roster compared to where they are conference-wise, all that stuff.
I'm a fan. Talk some risers because we're 2 weeks behind. Thanksgiving was lit, and I was missing you guys, and I hit you up, and I had to talk about LJ Martin.
Yep.
Who you brought up on the last show, the BYU running back.
Yep.
Who would be just a perfect Broncos running back.
Absolutely, he would.
Reminds me so much of James Conner.
That's a great comp, actually.
Big downhill runner. James Conner pre-cancer,
Pitt
James Conner.
Mm-hmm.
Like a guy who went in the 4th round would have gone in the 2nd round. I mean,
right.
He was a vibe. He had another multi-touchdown game. He's still leading the Big 12 in rushing yards. from what I remember.
Yes,
he is just incredible. Downhill runner. He's got a little deceptive run speed, really nice patience, and like reads the line well. Be perfect complement to RJ.
Very tough runner, as you mentioned. Just great big frame. I mean, he's imposing out there. He's also got 29 receptions this year for 224 yards, an increase from 10 last year. So he's getting better in the passing game too. He's just the perfect. I mean, if you're gonna call RJ, Jaleel, whoever, lightning on this roster, this would be the perfect Thunder fit for that.
100%. Speaking of lightning backs, Emmett Johnson for Nebraska went off once again against Iowa in a blowout for the Hawkeyes over the Huskers. What a terrible rivalry that's been.
Yeah.
But Emmett Johnson might be the most elusive back in the country. He has 92 career receptions, 42 this season. He's got that like Rashard Smith, A-Chain, CJ2K way of him. You know, he's that kind of elusive back.
Yeah.
He's fun, man. He's really fun.
He just like RJ Martin. He's leading the conference in yards and attempts as the running back.
Yeah, not bad.
And he's really, he's blossomed to do a full-time role this year too. I can't remember. Oh,
and look, Hydramo saying he brought him up. And we mentioned Katron Allen. Katron Allen went off once again. Katron, maybe even late first is not too crazy. He was coming along the big Penn State back at the end of last year, and since the coaching change, they've gone all in on Katron. Katron's fun to say, too. Yeah. You could call him the K-Train, which I'm sure they've done already. So, yeah, we just, every week, we find more tight ends. We find more running backs, Jake. Streets are saying not a great class for either, and yet.
Don't listen to the streets.
The streets, yeah. Ball knowledge in the streets, hit or miss sometimes. Hit or miss.
Look at his college resume. He's put together a very quiet, kind of dominant resume. Even as a true freshman, over 800 yards, average over 5 yards a carry, had 10 touchdowns. He's going to finish his college career, and this is a big one. Almost 800 carries already.
Yeah.
You add in 70 receptions too, plus all the pass pro reps. That's a lot of wear and tear. But he's going to have over 4,000 rushing yards, averaging 5.4 yards a carry, and had 39 touchdowns.
Downhill, he runs nasty, and his feet are electric, for a big back. He's got quick feet.
He impressed the hell out of me last year. Everyone was talking about Singleton last year in their stretch
I was
run.
the same way.
Yeah.
Another, I wanted to highlight a few Ohio State guys since they finally got over the hump, beat Michigan.
Congrats to them.
That O-line is killing it. Their left tackle, Austin Searvold, probably a name we're not talking about enough. Mauler. If there's a reason Ohio State beat them, it's because that O-line's got a bit of a different identity in a lot of ways. Even that D-line, man, and their left tackle is a big part of it. Max Clare, their tight end's been coming around lately.
Yep.
Looking real good. I saw someone in the Toyota chat say trade PS2. I would not advise, but Davidson Igbonason, the long corner, Ole Miss transfer. He's, lots of flags. Can be a little too grabby, but boy, does he have all the tools of an outside man corner.
If you already don't like Riley Moss, I don't think you need another grabby, kind of aggressive corner on the outside.
That's how they make them, man. That's a man. You just described a man corner. You want to live on an island and just get beat 24/7, then get a non-grabby corner.
Well, we're not trading PS2, and we already have one on the roster. I don't know what to tell you.
He's a guy to look for. And then in Dane Brugler's mock, which we can bring up the graphic, I noticed Georgia's left tackle Monroe Freeling was the last pick of the first round. He is 6'7", Jake, and his run blocking is really impressive. He was impressive against Georgia Tech. Christian Miller, their defensive tackle, got himself a sack. He's impressive as well. Probably not someone we haven't talked about enough this season. So there's some guys, man. There's some guys. Though for the Broncos, maybe the guy we talked about the least, Max Clare, is most interesting. Receiving tight end, Purdue transfer.
Yep.
He's put up some numbers lately, and kind of classic slot tight end, can do his thing as a move tight end.
Yeah.
So yeah, lots of guys rising. Standouts from this latest Brugler mock. Broncos at 30 take Caleb Banks, the massive 6'6", 300-pound Florida defensive tackle that was injured most of the year, but he is ginormous. As Derek Brown had a huge impact for the Panthers in that massive upset against the Rams. I thought about Caleb Banks, and it'd be, just addressing an area of strength, getting even stronger, but would not mind that. Another note from this mock is Carnell Tate 4th overall, Jordan Tyson 7th overall. You then have Denzel Boston 21st, Makai Lemon 24th, Casey Concepcion 26th, and Chris Bell 28th. That is 5 wide receivers before the Broncos ever got to make a pick at 30th overall.
Brutal.
And I came to the conclusion, one way or another, the Broncos will draft a wide receiver in this draft. Like, the depth at the position is just too much. That was another riser I wrote down, was Oklahoma wide receiver Isaiah Satania III.
Mm-hmm.
He's a speedster. I forget where he transferred from. Arkansas transfer, maybe? He's another beast. We've talked about a lot of these guys. I was glad to see Brugler put so many of them in the first and 2 in the top 10. I think that's legit.
I agree. I mean, I love Carnell Tate. I don't know if I love him enough for 4th overall, though. But
I know, but it also speaks to the value of that position. Also, the dude just has size.
He does. I mean,
it's the traits you can't teach. It's Caleb Banks. It's Carnell Tate. It's watching the NFL and being like, damn, Derek Brown is popping. Like, it's a big man league.
It's true. It'd just be a bummer to see, but we move on.
Yeah, for sure. Lots of edges going high. Linebackers, fewer than you'd think. Arvell Reese, Sonny Styles, and C.J. Allen. So the 2 Ohio State linebackers and the Georgia linebacker we've highlighted. And then Brugler has a section after that's not in that graphic, giving picks in the second round to the teams who aren't picking in the first. And Jake Galladay was one of those picks, which
that's your guy, right?
We are Galladay fans. Yeah, that's the Cincy linebacker.
That's right, yep.
Maybe the most well-rounded linebacker in this class. He also had Keith Abney, the Arizona State corner, in there.
Good player.
Speaking of Arizona State, you were bringing up their running back as
Malik
another
Brown,
guy.
one of the most underrated players in the Big 12. He's a monster.
Good fit for the Broncos? Describe him to our listeners.
I think he's got some R.J. Harvey-ish traits to his game. I don't know exactly, his like receiving stuff off the top of my head, but
second in the Big 12, and you give us the breakdown. I'll get you those stats here in a second.
Yeah, really not much up until this year. Obviously playing behind Scadaboo, but came in from USC. A lot of talent and really, I guess R.J. Harvey's a pretty decent comp, like one cut, kind of speedster. Better on, I think, the outside rather than the inside. Maybe
smaller, stockier frame, similar to R.J.
Very similar frame to R.J., I believe. Maybe a bit better.
R.J.'s heavier. He's listed at 5'9", 195.
Yeah. And then maybe a bit better of an inside runner than R.J. at this point in time. But
interesting.
34 receptions this year. I mean, 56. As a true freshman, he had 16 receptions, so he's good in the receiving game too.
Yeah, 100%.
He's awesome, man. I love him.
He really is. Again, add him to the list of linebackers. Also, Abney, Igbonisum, there are corners in this class.
Yeah.
And I know no one wants to hear that, and I don't want to hear the trade PS2 talk, but we know how our GM is. We know how important it is to have that as a strength. I'm looking at these mocks, and I wonder, that may be where the value lines up. Also, another note from this mock, Caden Proctor, Francis Mayuaga, Out of the top 15, 2 of the top offensive linemen. Be very intrigued by someone like that on the Broncos to just prepare for post Ben Powers, post Mike McGlinchey life.
I'd be shocked, I think, if Caden Proctor goes that far down. There's not many tackles like that available, I don't think.
It's a big man league.
Yeah.
He's just massive. Okay. Let's go to another quick break. And we'll catch you on the other side, continue this conversation, and get into some of the madness in college football lately. I want to get Jake's thoughts. But first, Toyota, the homies. Toyota, number one in our hearts. What a great sponsor. Not only our studio sponsor, but they've just been amazing to work with. You might see our Toyota truck riding around town, and some exciting news with how they'll be participating in our next tailgate as well. Stay tuned for that. As I always say, Toyota, the perfect Colorado car, the perfect car to get lost in the mountains. Days like this, you got to have a Toyota, man. Trucks, SUVs, that is part of their DNA. All-wheel, four-wheel drive. They've got you covered, and it's not just those. They've got all sorts of environmentally friendly, hybrid, electric cars, great sedans. Who doesn't love a Toyota sedan? So, you got to check out Toyota. They support us. They're all in on us. You need to get all in on a Toyota. If you're in the market for a new vehicle, visit your Front Ridge Toyota stores at a location near you. AutoNation Toyota, Arapahoe and Centennial, Corwin Toyota in Boulder, Groove Toyota in Littleton, Mountain States Toyota in Denver, Stevenson Toyota East in Aurora, Stevenson Toyota West in Lakewood. Toyota, the official automotive partner of the NFL and the official vehicle of the DNVR. Toyota, let's go places. And, we're gearheads. You got to go to Dick's this Christmas season. Got to go to Dick's Sporting Goods, another partner that we've got some exciting stuff to announce here very soon. You might see us in a few local Dick's doing some live shows here in the near future. And also, it's a place where you can find all your DNVR gear this Christmas season. Most malls, most Dick's across the state have our stuff. So check that out. And it's not just DNVR gear. You know the deal. It's Dick's Sporting Goods, man. You can find Nike, Adidas, the whole shebang. Go get your shoes. Go get your comfy gear, your athletic gear. They've got you covered. Your apparel for tailgating. Bang, bang, bang. Toyota. Dick's Sporting Goods has you covered always and forever. Plus, score the latest equipment for baseball, football, soccer, basketball. It's kind of b-ball season, A little golf. You in a nice warm state? Go get you some golf gear. And as I mentioned, all your tailgating expenses, and found at a lower price. They'll match it with their best price guarantee as well. Get your gear fast with free curbside pickup at your nearest store or easy shipping from Dicks.com, because every season starts with Dicks. Broncos Tube in the chat asking about Boise State edge rusher defensive end Jaden Virgin Morgan. 10 sacks last season, only 3 sacks this year. A good one to watch in the Mountain West Championship, that one. As we're binging football in championship week. This is one where you can't sacrifice anything.
No.
Yeah, you gotta tell the family, gotta tell the friends, you gotta tell, that date you scheduled on your online app or whatever, this weekend, no.
Clear the schedule.
Clear the schedule, man. Did you have other takeaways from this mock, or should we go into Jake's hot takes on college football?
I'll just recap what I was thinking during the break here, but Cardinal Tate at 4 puzzles me just for the Giants. Them taking another wide receiver that high would be crazy, I think. Caleb Downs slipping to 10 is just a steal for whoever's picking at 10. It's the Bengals here. Crazy. We cannot allow this. Number 13, the Chiefs drafting Kenyon Sadiq. This should not be allowed.
That was my thought as well, yes.
Those are my real takes. Also, if Detroit gets Caden Proctor, if you have Penny Sewell and Caden Proctor,
brother, yeah, should be illegal.
Mm-hmm.
They jump right up in my rankings from earlier.
Yeah, absolutely.
God, I love me a nice O-line. Nothing better, It's
nice to have.
It really is. Vega Iane going to the Eagles to replace Mekhi Becton, the top Penn State offensive guard. That'd be fun too.
Yeah.
What about a road grader? Okay, Jake, I'd love to get your thoughts on a Heisman because it feels like the weirdest Heisman race we've seen in years. It feels like we've gotten no real Heisman moments this season. I might even be like of the mind to say, fuck it, give it to Diego Pavia.
That's the right call.
I think most people think the odds makers, though Pavia does seem to have jumped up to even with Fernando Mendoza right now, is saying Mendoza, Big Ten championship, undefeated teams, Indiana, Ohio State squaring off. Whoever wins that one is going to have their Heisman moment and get to lock it down. I think Jeremiah Smith would have an outside chance. Honestly, I wonder, should Jeremiah Love be getting more love?
Yes, he should too. But you know what? Notre Dame doesn't want to join a conference. They only want to play 12 games a year. So this is on them.
Right. I mean, his Heisman moment, the big games they played were all losses early in the season. A&M Miami.
Exactly.
Yeah. Your thoughts on the Heisman?
So we need to think about what the Heisman actually means here.
Preach.
And we can't just... The Heisman has never been a default, to number one team. Maybe it has. Some people say it has, I feel like. But if we're just going to default to the number one team and the best the quarterback on that team, like, what are we doing?
Sam barely has 3,000 passing yards.
Exactly.
I don't feel like he's been great. I don't feel like he's really the Heisman.
No, we're talking about Jeremiah Smith as the best player in the sport. We're talking about Carnell Tate going 4th overall in mock drafts. Like,
yeah.
Can we be realistic here?
Yeah.
With first-round picks on the offensive line, too. Diego Pavia is carrying his team. It's Vanderbilt, brother. This guy has transformed this university completely while completing 71.2% of his passes and running for 9 touchdowns, almost 1,000 yards.
Yeah, I agree. I agree completely. And the stuff he's doing, it's like... He's fun to watch. He's made Vandy a must-watch. No, I'm with you 100%.
It's almost like a disservice if this guy leaves college football without earning like a major award. He's turning around Vanderbilt.
I agree. And it would be more in the vein of the last couple Heismans. The Travis Hunter, Ashton Genty debate last year, the Jaden Daniels doing it despite LSU not being a playoff team. It would be more in that vein.
I mean, a couple of years ago, I thought Penix should have won it over Daniels, but I'm not going to split hairs there. But
yeah,
this is just, it's not a first overall pick award. Like, this is not that award.
No, I agree. And if you were to go saying, I'm almost like, just give it to Dante Moore or Mendoza at that point.
Exactly.
Now, you could make the argument with Mendoza that he's
played very well.
And part of turning Indiana around as well.
Yeah.
But they were very good without him a year
Exactly.
ago. Yeah.
I don't know, man. Diego Pavia, to me, that's just what the Heisman's about. It's about carrying your team. It's about doing it despite all the odds, despite, going against Georgia and Texas and all these teams. I mean, seriously, they're 10-2, right? Vandy? Like, Diego's played really well in a lot of these games,
they are 10-2.
I don't know, man. I think that, and I get it. It's hard. Like, I feel like I can't even find the words to accurately describe why it should go to Diego.
If they'd beat Texas in that 3-point game and were in the playoffs, he'd be a no-brainer.
Sure. But they were also in a big hole in that game too, I think. And they came back late as well. Like that, I think they were down by 20-ish some points.
Right.
And they, I think,
It
covered
looked
or
like
pushed.
a Texas cover, and then it became a push.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
That could have really been his Heisman moment.
Yeah.
Scotty, your co-host on the Buffs pod, has told us Chambliss might be his pick.
Yeah.
Ole Miss's quarterback, which I think is intriguing. Again, I think maybe Dante Moore not getting enough love. But it's a weird year.
It is.
Ty Simpson, if Bama had been just a little more clutch in those 2 losses, I think would have had it locked down. Because in some ways, I'd argue he's the one who's had the most Heisman-type moments.
Yeah.
Such a weird year, man. The weirdest.
This is just what happens, though, when the regular season is de-emphasized. And it's like these conferences are too big. The best teams aren't always playing each other. It's a mess right now.
No, the conferences are massive. I was trying to find common opponents between Oklahoma and Texas.
Yeah, it's like, what, 3 or 4?
Age-old rivals in the same conference. I could not find one in the SEC.
Really?
Not one common opponent.
It's a mess right now.
Yeah, it's a disaster.
And no one's going to talk about it, but that's really the reason why. They've messed up these conferences so bad. These teams don't play each other. These tiebreakers don't make sense. Everyone hates them. And it leads to all this controversy with the playoff and stuff because no one knows what they're picking because you can't accurately evaluate these teams because they don't play the same teams.
Yeah, we've lost the plot completely. Honestly, it's a bit weird right now. It's bit
not
weird.
Good.
Yeah. Do you have any? You've got 2 minutes. Do you have any strong CFP takes?
The committee's a joke.
Hell yeah.
And they need help.
Agreed.
They either need to be gotten rid of completely, and we
probably
figure out a new system, or we bring the computers back, and they are a third of this process.
Yeah, I'm kind of back in on bring the BCS was meant for this.
Exactly. Also, to fix conference title weekend, we need to have this week of the season. Everyone's got to play, or the week before. Who threw this out there? Damn it. I can't remember right now. A college football coach threw this out there. Might have been Joey McGuire, actually, saying we need to start the season 2 weeks earlier. Start the season 2 weeks earlier. And then that opens up this room at the back end of the schedule where you can fit in another week of games. And again, this is another larger issue where we're talking about college football and student athletes. These guys got to go to school, and we're trying to extend the season to. And it's anyways going back to conference title weekend. Have the week before conference title weekend where the top 4 teams in the conference, 1 plays 4, 2 plays 3, a mini playoff, if you will, that assigns who plays in the conference title game. At least you have some sort of uniformity there. And if you want everyone to play, 5 plays 16, 6 plays 15, down the list we go, so that everyone has a matchup that weekend in the conference. And then you're able to actually have some parameters as to who can get in the playoff, or you at least have some clear cut where teams lie in the conference to make picking the games easier. And then just the playoff again. Yeah. Bring the computers back in. You need some standardized ranking for the committee to rely on, some transparent ranking for us to know what is being included in these rankings, as opposed to, the fact that this Miami Notre Dame stuff is driven on for this long is embarrassing to the sport, because they're just using this conversation for the ranking show.
The lack of consistency is, tough right now.
It's awful.
Tough.
And the fact that we have National Signing Day, the portal opens in a month.
The schedule is even worse. Yeah,
conference title games are this weekend. Coaches are changing, and guys still can't enter the portal. What are we doing?
Yep. No, I agree completely.
It's broken.
And we're fired up because we love this sport so much. It's the best, and it delivers lots of content. It gives us plenty to talk about, no doubt. No one's complaining on that end, but boy, there's got to be a better way than this.
1 versus 2 play each other this weekend. The game means nothing.
There's got to be a better way than this, because this ain't it. This ain't it, friends. No, I'm with you, man. I'm with you.
We need a commission. We need someone at the top of the sport to lead. There's just so much right now.
And then, as Hydramo's saying, the conference championships are a joke because they don't mean anything. It's not a play-in. You used to kind of already have a 12-team playoff because, as I was saying, these were the quarterfinals leading into the national semifinals. We've lost that. And the lack of consistency is just maddening. The schedule is irresponsible at best. It's just pathetic. It doesn't make sense for the sport whatsoever. What can you say? What can you say?
So
and then the mega conferences have made it to where this is you only get 4 P4 conference championships this weekend.
Yeah.
Which is like we should be getting way more than that.
Yeah.
We should be getting as you were saying, maybe you need a division championship that then leads to a conference championship.
Mm-hmm.
Like break this down, not like you have in basketball where it's a whole conference tournament.
Right.
But there is a second layer to this.
Yeah.
I don't know. Moving the season earlier, is that going to really help? Like right now, the schedule's messed up because of school. Half the sports dominated by the Southeast and Texas schools. Those guys can't play in early August, man. Kids are going to literally like bake on the field.
I get it, but how Joey McGuire described it made sense, because if you push it back 2 weeks, now the national title game is January 1st, January 2nd, and now it actually is the second semester of the school year where you can start to do coaching carousel and transfer portal. One more thing that really pisses me off about this stuff right now too. This ACC title game is a joke. It's an absolute joke. The tiebreakers make 0 sense. No one has any idea what's going on. You're only going to hurt your conference. And there's a scenario if Duke wins.
Oh yeah. They're not getting in. The G5 schools should get in above them.
And they will. It'll be Tulane or it'll be the winner of Tulane, North Texas. James Madison likely gets in. And then we're going to bring in 5 SEC teams. More than half the playoff is going to be SEC teams and G5 teams. What are we doing?
Yeah. It's madness, man. It is madness. It's also madness at the DNVR bar. Come to the DNVR bar, the Mecca, baby. I mean, especially Broncos games right now. Like, these are best times of our life.
Place to be. The place to be.
Come for conference championship, Nuggets games, Avs games, you name it. All sorts of great specials, giveaways, you name it. So check it out. Become a diehard, the whole shebang. I want to get into these picks, though, because there is a lot of teams. Well, there's 4 big games, but I want to get into them. And honestly, I mean, shout out to our guy Mike Trout. There's Troy against James Madison. James Madison ranked 23-point favorite. You've got North Texas and Tulane. Both those teams ranked. North Texas, slight favorite, 2.5.
Both those teams lost their head coach. Same with James Madison.
Which is a travesty. But again, could get into the playoff above a Duke if Duke, Virginia goes that way. Also, a note on Duke, Virginia. I was saying this on this show for years. The advantage Clemson had for all those years was being able to have both their offensive and defensive coordinators for like a whole decade.
Yeah.
While instead, Saban's losing, again, he's going into the playoffs. He just lost Sark. He just lost Lane Kiffin. He just lost Kirby or whatever, and it doesn't matter. Instead, Dabo had the advantage of Elliott as his OC, Venables as his DC, and guess what? Oklahoma under Venables has turned it around, and Virginia with Elliott is ranked 18th and knocking on the door of making the playoffs. But let's start with that one where you have the Cavaliers as 4-point favorites. They're a fun team, nice running quarterback. They're gonna get boat raced in the playoffs.
Yeah.
I mean, boat race.
Yeah, this is a joke. I'm picking Duke for the chaos sake of it. Please win. Break this thing. Break the system as much as it possibly can be broken, so it gets fixed next season.
I know. Also, watch the refs closely, whom those ACC refs might be fighting hard for the Cavaliers and the ACC to make it in the playoff. I try to shy away from conspiracy theories and be the voice of reason on this show, but,
Say it. Say it.
It just feels like the ACC would be heavily incentivized for Virginia to win. And
absolutely they would.
So hopefully that's not how it plays out and Duke gets a real shot, but Virginia all the way. Also an 8 p.m. kickoff, for the Atlantic Coast Conference. That's a 10 p.m. on the East Coast.
It's 8 p.m. Eastern.
So
at least we have that.
My
but
bad.
like,
yes. That's
no,
good.
It makes
That's
0 sense though. Yeah, why are we playing the Big 12 title game at 10 a.m.? You're throwing them in the 8:15 window all the damn time every weekend. Now all of a sudden we're playing at 10 a.m.?
Yeah. It's a weird one. This is a fun one, though. Texas Tech, their tight end's starting to get some buzz, too.
What's his name?
He's a fun one. Receiving tight end. I've got him right here because I am name blind right now. Oh, there he is. Terrence Carter Jr.
Yes.
He's 6th in the nation among tight ends in receiving yards. Also has 5 receiving
Big 12's got some tight ends.
tutties. Yeah, we like the Big 12 tight ends as we do the Big 12 running backs. It's your chance to watch LJ Martin, see if you like what all of us, including Hydramo from the Toyota chat, are saying about him. Obviously, the Texas Tech edges are amazing. Jacob Rodriguez, their linebacker, is awesome. I was seeing he's got long Heisman odds as well, which is fun. Yes, there's the cue, the Dre burp. Texas Tech is in, win or lose. They're not screwing that up, right?
100%.
Just a great story.
Depending on how you look at it.
Yeah, I guess so.
Again, I want to hate them so much, but I really respect them.
BYU winning, that is the chaos. And then how much of a boost do they feel by their coach staying with them, you know? Spurning
Sheesh.
the Nittany Lions. God, it's just like we're picking games, but there's
Penn State.
Storylines aplenty.
It's
huh?
crazy. I'm going to pick BYU plus 13 this time.
Plus 13.
Well,
What do they know that we do not, Jakester?
the last time this matchup happened, it was a similar 12, 11 point line or whatever.
Uh-huh.
And Texas Tech absolutely smoked BYU.
They did the old PJ Fleck.
Yeah, last time
They
it
boat
was
raced
12 and a
them.
half.
Yeah.
It was 12 and a half last time.
12 and a half, and it was a Texas Tech cover.
Mm-hmm.
But you're playing a team twice.
You are, and I really
BYU
think,
can grind you out.
I think the head coach bump too from the players. Just
I'm saying.
if you saw that video of coach telling him he's back at practice, I don't know. How do you not believe?
It's the cheesiest of cheesy lines. This is what in Philly, like when you get a cheesesteak, they offer Cheese Whiz for you. This
Right.
is the Cheese Whiz line. And yet, give me the Cougs.
Okay.
What do they say, Dion? Coug up? Go Cougs.
Go
Just go Cougs. That's simple. It's simple. It's clean. I like it. Yeah, we're in agreement. We're in
All
agreement.
right. Love that.
You're also in on Virginia -4? The all chaos
Yes.
parlay of Duke +4, BYU +13 would be fun.
So my heart says Duke. My mind says Virginia. Yes.
Yeah, no, I think let me be clear. For nefarious reasons, I'm picking Virginia. Also, they are just the better team.
That too. So when it's 5:30 and I'm placing bets 30 minutes before this game starts, I'm probably going to be picking Virginia. Yes.
Yep, 100%. They did play earlier in the season.
How'd it go?
It was Virginia winning 34-17.
What a joke.
Oh, man, this is the best. Second half of the show, Jake's been amazing. Georgia, Alabama. This is one where it's really like, leave me alone. We're watching Georgia against Bama tonight.
But also, we expand these conferences to 16. We bring in Oklahoma, Texas, all these schools.
Just comes right
and
back.
we still end up with Alabama, Georgia.
Just comes right back.
It's ridiculous.
Georgia, 2.5-point favorites. I'm still a bit of a Gunnar Stockton skeptic, which I shouldn't be. He's been outstanding. I still feel like this isn't the Georgia defense of old, but boy, they took care of business against Georgia Tech.
Yeah, they did.
Bama has more talent.
Picking Bama.
I am too. Plus 2.5 isn't bad either.
Plus 115 money line.
Now, here's where my doubt creeps in. Kirby against DeBoer.
Yeah.
Big edge Kirby. I'm just not a DeBoer believer in him soiling the bed once again. I think I could have said shit the bed. I tried to be on my
you
best
did
behavior.
now,
Oh,
so.
darn it. I did. That's a great one to do as a kid with kids. Like, oh, I almost said. I love doing the like. I'll cover my mouth and be like, I almost said stupid, but then you still say stupid. Or amazingly, I get away with it with my wife. I'll say like something she doesn't want me to say, but it's like, oh, I almost said. And she'll just like surpass, even though I did indeed say it.
Sometimes it's just how you phrase a sentence or,
I just love being a rascal, man. Watch both left tackles, Jermaine Bernard. Again, if all those 5 wide receivers go in the first, that might be the kind of guy we're looking at.
He just moves different, too.
He's got some Jerry Jeudy to him.
Yes, he does.
Which, screw you, Jerry.
Terrible.
No longer a friend of the pod.
No more. Taking Bama.
I think I've talked myself into Georgia. Yeah.
Do it.
Go Dogs.
All right.
And then, the game of games. What's sad is with all the complaining we've done, we have one of the greatest matchups in this Big Ten championship that we've had in years.
Yes.
Undefeated Indiana 12-0 against undefeated Ohio State. Ohio State very, very close to being in the conversation as one of the best college football teams we've seen in the last 25 years. Agree or disagree?
I don't know if I'll get there yet.
Okay. I respect it.
We can come back to this conversation though.
Bucks 4-point favorites. Caden McDonald, their big defensive tackle, both the edges. Caden Curry and Jackson, I can't pronounce his first name, so I won't even try. Obviously, both wide receivers. Max Clare, who High Drama was shouting out. Ohio State's loaded. Indiana's got a lot of talent too. You're watching both those wide receivers as well. Obviously, both quarterbacks on Heisman watch. The middle linebackers on both teams. Sonny Styles, all there is. Aiden Fisher, the corners. Kamara in the middle. Carter Smith, the left tackle on both sides. Carter Smith, the left tackle for the Hoosiers. It's a great one. Ohio State -4. I think they're similar teams. And yet Ohio State has more depth and their top tier talent is a tier above. So I think the outcomes are close Ohio State win, Ohio State blowout, close Indiana win.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I have Googled him, but I don't know if Cignetti's got this in him.
I'm taking Ohio State. Pretty clearly, I think.
I know. Tempted to almost buy this up.
Who has been Indiana's biggest defensive test so far?
If I bought this to 6.5.
Yeah. Iowa, maybe? That was a 2015 loss at Iowa.
Oregon, I think.
Oregon as well.
And Penn State certainly has a lot of talent and pushed them. Illinois at the time was ranked 9th. But I don't think that obviously isn't the quality win.
So every time they play a good team, they play them close. They're obviously not beating up on any of these top teams.
No, they can keep
beat
stuff
up on
close.
The cupcakes.
Yeah.
I just think that Ohio State's edge and talent is going to be too much.
I do too. Also, you could go two ways. Monkeys off their back with the Michigan win, and now they just roll. Or they got their ultimate goal has already been achieved, and they overlook this just a teensy bit. I was telling K-Dub, my diehard Buckeyes fan friend, I think this is a tougher test than it will be for them to run the table in the playoffs and go to the Natty.
Indiana?
Yeah. I think this is the toughest test they'll face post-Michigan all year. Come to postseason, this is the toughest test.
They're 1-2 for a reason. I don't know. I just need to see Cignetti do it before I feel confident picking him in these spots.
I do too. And I think Ryan Day's learned some stuff. And their identity's clear.
Yeah.
They're no longer we're trying to prove something and run it up the gut against it. No,
right.
They're locked in. Yeah.
Great matchup with those receivers at Ohio State against those Indiana corners, though.
Yeah, I do like those guys. They've got some talent for sure. Hydramo shouting out Tay Brown, the Arizona linebacker. Big 12, man, they've kind of become what the Pac-12 used to be, where like people are sleeping on the talent, and then this time of year, and especially in the next couple months, will be like, oh, watch out for LJ Martin. Oh, watch out for all the guys we're talking about, Raleek Brown, and oh, Utah's got these guys, and like,
I mean, they're about to get screwed out of a playoff spot too. I mean, both BYU and Texas Tech, in my opinion, should be in. Texas Tech's a lock. BYU has played phenomenally this year. They're one-loss team.
Yep,
Lost to Texas Tech.
I would agree. It is weird though if you've lost twice to the same opponent. It's very USC Utah. A couple years ago when Caleb Williams was there, where it's like, yeah, you're undefeated against everyone else, but you couldn't beat that one team who isn't even like the best. You know, they're not losing twice to Ohio State. Okay. Losing twice to Texas Tech.
Texas Tech's one of the best teams in the country, though.
Tech is great. Wow. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. This was a blast. As always, leave us a thumbs up on the way out. Share with all your pals. You know, give these guys some love when you see them or whatever. I get it at Buffs tailgates. It's incredible. I mean, the Draft Pod listeners who I meet in person, it's just like my people, man.
I've said it before on the show. If you listen to Draft Pod and that's like the first thing you come up and tell me about is Draft Pod, you're automatically one of my favorite people.
You're the absolute best. 100%. We will break down all the craziness next week, as always, on Thursday morning. Until then, mile high salute to you all. Mad love. Bye.
We all silly like the mayor.